Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fan.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Thursday, March 6, 2025, and you are in the Java Cafe. And excuse me for 1 minute because this thing, all of a sudden, it became too bright. All right, there we go. That's better. I can see. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing on this thankful Thursday? Let's go and check the weather. It's going to be a quick shot today. I have to get up to Salem State. Let's check the weather real quick. And we're going to do a little recap of yesterday. So today, right now, it's 53 degrees and the high will be 57 and the low 33. And it is cloudy and wind gusts up to 14 miles an hour. And they're making the temperature feel like a whole 47. I'll take it because that 17-degree day after a 50-degree day has been very interesting. So we're going to do a quick recap today in reference to Mayor Michelle Wu's appearance in Congress yesterday. And before I give some commentary, I'm going to ask you all for your assessment. Just do me a favor in the comments. We're going to participate in a couple of ways today. But first, in the comments, give the mayor a grade, just a grade, no commentary, a grade, A through F, in reference to how she handled herself, responded. I'll save the commentary for a couple of seconds. We're going to go in the Java Cafe and see who is in the room this morning. Good morning, Nisi. Good to see you in the room. Sister Debbie, good morning to you. And Mama Java, good morning to you. I wanted to pause for a second and meant to do this yesterday and got caught up. Auntie Java and my Uncle Lewis experienced a death in the family of their niece, Shantae. And so I wanted to just ask you all to please make sure you keep Auntie Java in prayer. Seeing my mother's name made me think about it. Ma, I think that was you that texted me from that random number yesterday to remind me. And I meant to do it yesterday. And so, Auntie, we love you. Uncle Lewis, we love you. And we send strength your way. And so you all, you know what we do. Put the praying hands in the comments. Ma, tag Auntie Java and let her know that we love her. Chet and Uncle Lewis and the rest of the Johnson side of the family. We are definitely praying for you all. Thank you so much for that, as you all do often when we have to share that information. Tashad, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room this morning. Shamika, good morning. Good to see you. Brother Vaughn, what's going on, sir? Good to see you in the room. Tashad, okay, we're going to get to that in a minute. Pastor Marion, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Sister Soraya, good morning. And I think I got everybody. Sister Michelle D. Smith, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. All right, so let's go to the grades. Tashad said an A. Vaughn said a B. Sharon Cornelius, good morning. Nisi said A++. And Sister Debbie said A. Thank you so much for your comment yesterday, Sister Debbie. I appreciate you. Mama Java said A. And I thank you all also for praying for Auntie Java as well, and putting the praying hands in. Thank you so much, Michelle D. Smith, and also Sharon Cornelius for answering your assessment. And so with the time that we have today, you see, y'all will get an hour today. We'll go till 10:30. Well prepared. I think she was well prepared. And I know there's a lot of commentary. Good morning, Miss Teresa. Good to see you in the room. I know there was a lot of commentary about the amount of money that was given for preparation. And so if you understand these things, you almost have to go back to President Gay of Harvard. Do you all remember that congressional hearing where, I'm not exactly sure of the right amount, Fit and Rec, good morning, good to see you in the room. The guy posted an article, I think, in the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal about this intent through this plan to take down DEI. And so being unprepared for a hearing like that, all of them had seemed well prepared. But the $650,000 that was reported, that is not just for sitting and talking and speech prep and lawyers. Congress also requested all type of documentation, hearing orders that go back probably to the Trust Act. That's a lot of work. And you've got to be prepared and also work with people that move in this space of litigation. And so that has to be understood. I'm sure there's a line item somewhere for stuff like that. There was a critique also about, and I wondered if this is intentional. I just wondered it about her not answering the question about numbers, how much money. And that guy, and I made a statement yesterday, and in the moment, I stand by the description of that man from Florida, Douglas, I think, whatever his name is, trying to assert that the mayor doesn't know the amount of resources. That number specifically that he was asking for, it's kind of hard to get if in certain spaces you don't ask their status. So I think all in all, I give the mayor A plus for me is just like stellar in everything. But I give the mayor definitely an A. She was well prepared. She was well controlled. But when I say controlled, because there is a side of her that claps. And she did a little bit yesterday. Well, if you want to fix things and make things safer, stop defunding Medicaid and Social Security and cancer research and da-da-da-da-da. I said, oh, well, you all saw. First of all, yesterday was history in the Java Cafe. There's a way that I can go back and see for sure. I took a screenshot. 4 hours. And would have went longer. Because even on the meeting with Anthony that I had at 2:00. And I did make a mistake yesterday and cuss. And I know you all might have heard that. So I just want to cover that too. But let me just say the exact time that 4 hours, 23 minutes and 17 seconds. And I think did we do 2 yesterday? No, we did 1. 4 hours, 23 minutes and 17 seconds. The number up here in the left corner, not like it was yesterday, stayed at about the lowest that it dropped. I'll explain it like this. Peak watching at the max, where we held people in the room, fluctuated between 65 and 70. The highest I think I saw it go was 73. Engaged in national and local politics. Ari, good morning. Good to see you in the room. We were engaged in national and local politics. 65 to 73 people before, and that number probably in maybe after about 45 minutes, right before an hour. Shout out to the Real Boston Media that retweets us. Twitter was where Facebook, about 20 people, LinkedIn, 2 or 3, YouTube, 2 or 3. Twitter, where a lot of poly goes on. But shout out to everybody that participated. I say all politics are local. There were both federal and local politics discussed yesterday, and we engaged for 4 hours, 23 minutes and 17 seconds. And when I tell y'all, I was exhausted. All right, let's go and check some more of the comments. Just a couple of other things I wanted to mention in reference to yesterday. Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley. She said, I am unabridged, which means to be disheveled, disoriented, and just. Y'all saw that little bit of Chicago and where she's been spending her time in Boston come up out of her yesterday. Her and the mayor held it down. Held it down yesterday. That guy almost cussed. You, and you, I don't know, he was getting ready to say you people, you all, or you watch it. Go back and watch it. There was also a rally in Boston at City Hall yesterday. City Council President Ruth C. Lujian spoke. I saw some footage of that. And then I never advocate for this type of disorderly conduct, but ONS Roxbury's in the building. Good to see you in the room. Right on the outskirts of Boston, we're going to talk about that for a second too. They set the Tesla charging stations on fire. Don't condone that type of behavior, but folks aren't playing. The meme was he talking about Holman talking about he bringing hell to Boston, and the meme was a picture of the Tesla things on fire. I don't want to incorrectly say what city, but it was on the outskirts. Speaking of the outskirts, Mayor Wu made it known yesterday that y'all going to stop trying to put this narrative. Y'all don't live here, and put this narrative. You all that don't live here trying to make a narrative of Boston, and then you're trying to apply a narrative, whether you're in Boston or not, that isn't applicable to Boston. Y'all know when people travel and they live in Chelsea and Lynn and all that, they say, oh, I'm from Boston. And y'all know how we are about Boston. And it showed yesterday. Again, folks are real. Valid issues. I don't rock with the mayor hard like that. But she did the damn thing. And there's a couple of people that I saw and I was like, oh. They said all in all, she did it. Her and Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley as well. Let's go into the comments. And then I need to give you all an update about the anniversary. Okay. Michelle, again, thank you for the love for Auntie Java. I think I fell off here. Tashad says those hearings ain't no joke. You can't mess around. Preparation is key. And it was evident yesterday. And the guy, I can't remember his name, the older guy that tried to trip up, tried to trip all of them up. When the mayor said the thing about Medicaid, Social Security, and cancer research, they were all prepared, even though they tried to trip them up a couple of times. A+ coming from Sister Soraya. Michelle D. Smith, Mayor Wu did an A+ job. I was going to say join. Mayor Wu did an A+ job at the congressional hearing, and I also thoroughly enjoyed the post-hearing interview with our beloved United States Rep. Ayanna Pressley. As always, she spoke truth, affirmed Mayor Wu representing Boston strong. Absolutely. Miss Teresa said, she said, we don't need a king or president acting like a king to tell me how to run the city. I know that's right. Yeah, your people was tapped in. It was interesting. Tashad, I'll talk to you about that later. Because yeah. All right. Charlotte, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Jimmy and Java family, good morning. Mama Java, Sharon Cornelius ×3. Congresswoman Pressley, they both were on fire yesterday. AP for president. AP ain't messing with y'all. It's interesting because a few years ago, Congresswoman had shared with me months before she went public about her alopecia. She had shared with me about it, and she was going to go public about it soon. And so when she texted me, she was like, hey, usual text checking in. She was like, hey, can I tell you something? And so I said it was one of two things. I was like, you running for president, or is there about to be little Harris's running around? And then she had informed me and sent me a picture with her wonderful, and I seen some of the commentary yesterday, with her wonderful activist of old school 70s looking picture, revealing that she had alopecia. And so I just thought about that as Flavio mentioned her for president. She definitely, anyway, some of these electeds, I'm going to leave that right there. Congresswoman Presley Mama Java is saying stood her ground yesterday. Absolutely. Oh Jesus, Flavio, you about to get inboxes. Talk about just checking on you. Nice pictures. They both did a good job. Good morning, Milagro. Good to see you in the room. Mayor Wu was represented well, or prepared, was prepared well. They were both of them. Because the thing that was interesting yesterday, where the point of contention happened with the committee chair, was that they wanted certain things documented on record. And as Congresswoman Presley began to articulate that more Americans commit sexual assault than immigrants, that's when dude was like, because that is now on congressional record, even though there's an executive order trying to, I think that the man tried to fire the, basically the registrar that archives and does things. And when things become actual law of seal and signing off and all that. So anyway, it puts a smile on your face. Good morning to you. Good to see you over on Instagram. It puts a smile on your face. A couple of updates. Mayor Wu will be with us next Thursday at 11 a.m. Next Thursday, our last session for the evening. Is it Thursday? Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. One thing about this platform that'll never change. Some things just happen in real time. Wait a minute. Hold on. I think it's shoot. Thursday the 13th, not the 11th. Thursday the 13th. Next Thursday the 13th at 11 a.m. I don't know where I got the 11th from. The 13th, Mayor will be with us, and we'll check in with her about a few things. Thank you so much. Tasha said it's Thursday. I put it on my calendar. That you and a few other people. I know you're always in here, but I know a few other people won't be watching and trolling and all that other stuff. So that's a date. Listen, I have made a decision. I've run this by the team. I've talked to a couple of people. I am going to push back the 5-year Javaversary. Without going into detail, some of you remember me mentioning it was about 5 weeks, not physical, but caregiver for a family member, mental space of dealing with the medical system and the advocacy and the frustration. Some of you are aware that there was a couple of days of some interesting behavior of some people, had a little impact because I had to, all of that to say that I did not have the time to put in the planning for the celebration that we deserve for 5 years. And so I want to push the date back. The other thing, an opportunity about pushing the date back, I mentioned this before. We are going to open the Red Cup Awards for nominations. We're going to ask the community, who is somebody from Boston that you see as a humanitarian? Who is someone from Boston that you see that is doing extraordinary community service? We leave a space for a male and a female. The other award is, now there's one award that I still pick, which is the Java with Jimmy Award. And then there will probably be a Java Cafe Award, meaning that it doesn't have to be humanitarian. It doesn't have to be community. It could just be someone, it could be a guest. You all are going to decide that one. So that's an opportunity. And I don't want to rush. I'll be real. I don't want to deal with the anxiety of trying to pull this off and make it happen. And I'm just being real. So we're going to push the date back. I don't have a new date yet. Because there are some opportunities that are being solidified that might offer a whole different venue with parking. And yeah, so preserve your peace. Thank you, Miss Teresa. Asia is not on yet. She reached out, was looking for the post for the tickets yesterday, and I told her I would do an update this morning. So I am, trust me, all, when I made the decision, the relief that I felt, because it would have been in 2 weeks. I ain't even made a decision about the awardees if I made them. How are you going to tell somebody 2 weeks before and presume that they're available? So, executive decision. I am with a small group because we're going to post and folks are going to see pictures. And Jimmy, I'm going to do a smaller sort of thing. But we'll keep folks abreast about the larger celebration. Mother's Day is coming. I've been doing something for the Mother's Board for 3.5 years. I have yet to do it. And so I definitely got to have our Mother's Board some time with them to just celebrate and talk. We'll probably film it. So I'm cool with it. Tashad said, I like that. I like parking too. Tashad, you've been at the venue. I'll just leave that there. The one that I'm thinking of. We ain't confirmed it yet. It's the one I'm thinking of. Michelle D. Smith says, my brother James, love that you're pushing back the celebration of the 5-year job anniversary. Michelle ensured that we keep that branding to ensure it's fabulous. Your self-care and the fam caregiving was the highest priority. So all good. Thank you. Pam, good morning. Good to see you in the room, Pam. I need to pull her in on some stuff for the job anniversary. Miss Teresa said, I know because my PTO request it's Donna Williams Bowen, as we're talking about the Red Cup Awards. Donna Williams Bowen was one of our community service Red Cup Award winners last year. Donna, I just shared that we're pushing back the anniversary. I want to give it proper planning. We're going to open up the Red Cup Awards for nominations. Donna, unfortunately, you're not eligible because you already got one. And Donna was probably one of the few Red Cup Awards that was spelled right and got everything. Somebody hit me and said that there was no, they got just the Red Cup and there was no, so that means their cup is probably here somewhere. That there was no award text on it. And that's why I'm not rushing, because last year, anyway, I love you, Donna. Pam, I know you, excuse me, I know you are. I know you, you know what? We're going to put a host committee together. Totally off subject. But in the context of host committee, I just want to ask you all a random question. Just if you're familiar, and I want to do it in a manner that I don't. Where's my Post-its? I want to do it in a manner that I don't provide the full context as to why I'm asking you all this. Hold on. All right. I might be able to better do it this. Okay. It's going to look better this way. And if I hold it, I think I can do it like that. Okay. I think I got it. And it better not move. Can I ask you, what city is this? What city does this put you in mind of? Please tell me. What skyline is that? Skyline of what city is that? Speaking of host committee. Beauty by Alexia. Good morning. Good to see you in the room. New York City. Michelle D. Smith. I mean, that's forget you, Niecy. Pam. New York City. Okay. If you're hosting a political event in a city, wouldn't you want to depict the city that you're hosting the event to be an elected in? Random thought. That's how my brain works when we were talking about the anniversary and host committee. So getting back to how we originally got here, we will keep you updated about the date. I need to check with the venue, solidify that partnership. And then, yeah. Hey, Keith, what's up, brother? Good to see you in the room. Milagro said, yeah, it would make sense. Charlotte, I'm not. Nope. I got to stay focused. I got to go to Salem State today. And, you know, I don't feel like dealing with texts that I ignore and all this other stuff. Anyway, we're going to get ready. It's 10:29. We got 2 minutes so UC can get their hour. I do have to get ready. I am excited to be with Salem State today. We are chatting with Bill Henning of the Boston Center for Independent Living, Tina Sherry of the Louis D. Brown Peace Institute, and also Aaron Davis of the Davis System. We are talking about media literacy and the evolution of media and how over the years that they have used it for different spaces of advocacy for persons with disabilities, survivors of homicide, and also getting people involved with civic engagement in the electoral process. How has media literacy, or how does media literacy impact your advocacy? And so that is happening today. I doubt we'll go live. Brother Obi hit me up and he was like, I'm coming tomorrow. So, I might bring one of the little phone stands. We'll see, but no guarantee. Pam Charlotte, no, they don't got one. Pam said, that's what happens when you send graphics to be created outside of Boston. Yes, Michelle, the host committee for sure. Milagro BCIL is great. I love Bill Henning. This is really going to be a good workshop. One of my responsibilities is to provide a skill set workshop. So they're walking away with understanding different ways of using media. And Bill said the other day, and not using media. And yesterday was a good example of media. So we're going to get ready to wrap up. It is 10:31. So UC, y'all got to give me my props. I held y'all down. Y'all get an hour today. I'm going to get up and get ready to get out of here. Salem State today is at 1:40 is their class cycle there. And so, but I ain't messing with you, Miss Teresa. Salem State is at 1:40 today. Michelle, don't worry about it. You know how I am about y'all efforts and traveling and whatnot. I will say hold April 25th. We actually have we have a production meeting today. April 25th. The workshops are open. You know what? Michelle and Kelly, you raise a good point. I don't know, to be very honest with you. If I bring guests, I think that is not an issue. Big Charles, good morning. Good to see Big Charles. I know who that is. What's up, sis? Of Rosemark Productions. Good to see you in the room. Also, don't forget this Sunday, I believe, Charles, March 9th at 2 p.m. Flash Wiley service is taking place at Berkeley Performance Center. And I believe Rosemark is either part of facilitating that or just a friend of the family or just supporting the Wiley family. So please keep that in mind. Shows if I'm right. I think that is Sunday, March 9th at 2 p.m. at Berkeley Performance Center. All right, folks, please, April 25th, keep that in mind. April 25th, I don't know the exact time yet, Michelle, but I will let you know. And I think that is it. Oh, Sharon, thank you. It was, I looked up I did not know, 4.5 hours. I did not know. We spring forward this weekend. Thank you. Oh, today's Thursday. Today's my Friday. Okay, so Milagro, that is Miss Teresa's what you call it, but you just put a little extra spice on it. Milagro. See, there we go. All right, I'm getting off of here. You all have a great day. Thank you all for tuning in. Rev Spaces is in the building. Good to see you all over there. One of my partners that I worked with. That's it. Got to go get ready. We'll see you guys on Monday at 10 a.m. Also, we will let you know on the 24th, we are going to open the phone lines. And also, well, y'all know 2 times a year I do one thing. We'll do that as well. And that's it. So I'm so glad you decided to change. Now I have time to buy a new dress. Pastor Marion. Just don't go shopping with Sharon, because Sharon will have you walking up in the. All right, I'm getting off of here. Sharon will have you walking up in the anniversary with fishnets and red stilettos. All right, I'm getting off of here. Love you too, Miss Teresa. You can help Milagro. Like I said, you put extra you put a little extra spice on it, Milagro. All right. Monday, 10 a.m. Everybody have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves. And still stand on guard about a lot of this immigration stuff, because especially after yesterday, after they got slapped up on Capitol Hill. All right, I'm out of here, and we will see you guys Monday at 10 a.m. I don't know if we'll go live for the workshop. Just make sure you turn on notifications. I know it doesn't work all the time for everyone, but just check back around 1:50. Class starts at 1:40 by the time they get the snacks and sit down and all that stuff. Well, not so they had food last time. Food, like Mexican taco salad and all type of stuff. Rooted in Roxbury is in the building. If I got the association right, I will see folks associated with Rooted in Roxbury this evening. I'm going to an event this evening. DL is in the building as well. Just jumped on our Instagram, but we're about to log off real quick. But shout out to Reclaim Roxbury. They're having an event this evening. I got to jump right off the highway and get right over to, I think it's the bowling building. All right. That's it for sure. UCB, you get your hour. Thank all of you that joined us yesterday. 65 to 73 people for 4.5 hours engaged in both federal and local politics. That was dope. And over the next couple of weeks, we're going to recap a lot of the things that we've done and accomplished and influenced and name our impact for the past 5 years. So Tashad said she'll be there. Absolutely. It's a Hibernian. Thank you, Tashad. Before I get in trouble, Tashad, I'm a hold me a seat. Tell Tremana, I'll text him. All right, I'm going for sure, because y'all get ready to get me in trouble. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll talk to you all soon. Peace.